Again, Free pushing in, but a very nice choke point set up by Hades. A lot of sunken defense, great pincer moments or positioning for him, and doing a pretty good job of actually taking out or whittling down Free's forces at the very least. Does not seem to be an observer there, so that Lurker getting off plenty of shots before getting taken out, and more reinforcing Lings coming out. Hades is working hard right now. Free is just pushing in slowly. If he can take out that natural expansion, he'll be in pretty good shape. He's going to lose those forces. He's actually going to lose that pretty much the entire force at that point to a bunch of cracklings. He's got to be careful. Free should not just throw away his forces. And poor Storms at this point, not really catching many Lings. Those Lings going to push Free way back. There was a good Storm. A lot of blood on the field. Storming his own units at the same time. Archon's being morphed, and looks like Hades able to push it back. Hades now at 6 bases, none of which are mined out, and that's some serious Zergage. So he's going to be producing a ton of cracklings, and I can only assume that we're going to see a lot of ultras popping out very shortly. There are the first of the ultras. So Free's going to want to go heavy Archon, Zealots, Goons, Templar, DTs. That's right, he's going to want to go everything. Maybe even Reavers, why not? Pretty much everything but Corsairs would help him out immensely at this point. Maelstrom also helps too. We haven't seen Maelstrom lately. It's an older pro move where they use Maelstrom against Zerg. It's too bad. It's a cool storm or spell. In the meantime, Free getting caught with his pants down, doing a little bit of a probe transfer. My screen just turned off. Plague going down, catching it just in time. Plague going down on a lot of Zealots and an Archon. Not going to do much of anything to that Archon, obviously, considering they're all shield and only like 40 HP or 20 HP or whatever they are. So or maybe it's even 10. I can't remember. And so that Archon, fine, but the Zealots heavily damaged from those plagues. Of course, Protoss units regen their shields, but they do not regen their hit points. So that does hurt when they get plagued. Another plague going down. I don't know if they caught the same Zealots or not, but doing a decent amount of damage. Dark Swarm going on at this point. Going to force Free to retreat. Decent Storms catching the Dark Swarm, the units. That's the one thing about Dark Swarm. You're basically painting a huge target for Psionic Storms all over your base, and Free obviously taking advantage of that fact. And Free being a little ballsy, trying to expand out in the center. Going to lose all of those cannons to cracklings, although Storm cleaning them up after all. And he's going to continue pushing with that expansion. Ballsy, not bad. So Free going up to 5 bases of his own, and that's going to keep him pretty even with the Zerg player, throwing down another plague on what looked to be 2 or 3 units. So not going to do too much there, Hades. But again, if Hades can break out at this position, he'll be in pretty good shape, although I don't know what his upgrades are. I haven't checked in a while. If he clicks on a unit, I will tell you I'm paying attention now at this point. So as soon as I see it, I'll let you know. Probes on the field being transferred. Oh, we have 2-4 or 2-2, depending on the unit you look like. So Lings are at 2-2, Ultras are at 2-4. So the armor upgrade is in effect. Some Lings jumping out into the middle of the base. Free really should think about taking out the top right base. And if he can do that, he'll actually be in pretty good shape. A lot of Nidus canals going down, so Hades going to be able to defend pretty well against those attacks. And, okay, some units just hanging out in the very corner of his base there. So Free, well, actually Hades running all the way around with that small force of Lings and Ultra, trying to see what damage he can do. And nothing, apparently. Not going to do anything. Just scouting around to see what Free has. But really, he's got to be focusing on getting his defenses up, getting some Lings, more Ultras, more Defilers, and ready to break out officially to see if he can take Free's center base down. If Free's center base stays up, I mean that's really game, because if that base doesn't go harassed, that means that Free has map control. And it looks like Free is going for the jugular at this point. We see some units being fed in through the Nidus. A little bit of a pincer going on here, but no real units at the front, so it's not really a pincer. Bad timing, basically. A lot of Archons, which is exactly what Free needs to deal with this. Archons are going to be able to deal with the Ultras fairly well, and this could be it for Hades. that force was not stopped at all of Free. So Free doing a great job of actually taking that base down. The natural expansion of that expansion going to go down very quickly. Now the inner bases, the inner sanctum, going to go down as well. And this is the point where Hades GG's, because if he loses all three of those, there's no way he can keep up with Free's 5-base production line. Even if he takes out that center base, which it appears he is going to be able to do, it will not be enough. That is the beauty of Cracklings right there, folks. He just took that out in about 5 seconds flat. Well done. But Free is out on the open, and he has taken out all those bases. So that's going to be it for Hades. Hades was not able to break out. He just got face stomped by Free. So well done to Free. That's going to put this at 1-1, I believe. Yeah, because this is a second set. So we are going to go on to a third set, which is, again, expected because of the amount of matches that are in the game. Best of 3, not best of 2. I'm sorry, best of 5, not best of 3. What the hell am I saying? I'm tired. Leave me alone. And apparently I'm losing my voice. Ooh, the Archon actually able to range up over the cliff, taking out those lings. Very impressive. And at this point, Hades begins to fall apart. A lot of actually producing a lot of units, but not enough. The heavy upgrades are Free, or I don't know how many upgrades he has. Wins the game with the heavy Archons is what I meant to say. So congratulations to Free. Hades put up actually a pretty decent fight, but not enough to take the game. So Woongjin going to even up the match 1-1. Exactly what they need to do at this point. And now we'll see if they have the momentum to keep it coming. Half a star going up for Free. Again, if that's player quality, that makes a lot of sense. Anyway, see you guys in the third set. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.
뜻깊은 날에 승리를 거둔 유영 선수 역시나 기분이 좋을 것 같고요.
그렇습니다. 자기 자신을 제대로 알리고 있어요.
팬들 역시 기쁨 2배.
확인돼요. 윤영태 선수 오늘 정말 기분 좋은 날입니다. 네, 기분이 너무 좋은 나머지 안가는 치고 던지고 있어요.
예, 그렇습니다. 확실히 윤영태 선수 3주년 기념 경기에서 완벽하게 윤영태다운 그런 경기력을 선보이면서 K의 불도 끄는 모습이네요.
그렇군요. 윤영태 선수 2세트 경기 차명한 선수 승리를 따냈는데 활짝 웃는 모습이 인상적이에요.
카메라 저렇게 자신감 있게 쳐다보는 선수가 원래 아닌데 오늘 같은 날은 충분히 그래도 되죠.
그렇죠. 갑진일승 1세트 김준영 선수 무너진 이후에 두 번째 출전한 윤영태 선수 에이스 몇 번을 보여주는 1승 치거든요.
마술사 같습니다. 마치 퇴장하는 장면이.
그렇죠.
세상을 다 가졌어요.
네, 3년 지나서 6년 정말 말 그대로 30년까지 국가의 모습 계속 보여줘야 되는 거예요. 찬성로 남아야죠.
네, 이렇게 기다리는 팬들이 있는데 당연히 그래야죠.
네, 그렇습니다. 자, 윤영태 선수 삼성전자 칸에 참여한 선수 잡아내고 1승을